One of my favorite things to do is to answer questions from viewers just like you. So before we get to today's questions, why not send me one of your own? Hit me up, mark@thirdshotsports.com, or send me a note on all the various social media platforms. Okay, very first question, here it is. So what do you do if you're playing pickleball and the person you're playing with refuses to come to the net? Well, the first thing you need to do is you need to figure out why they're hanging back in the first place. There are a variety of different reasons that people will choose to stay back after returning serve, and it's important that we understand what those different reasons might be. One of the reasons might be that they just don't understand the tactics of coming forward, why it's so important to return serve and come running to the net. They may not understand that by getting closer to their opponents, they're reducing the time the other team's ball is going to travel before you smack it back. Also, the fact that you can get more high balls when you're near the net, again, stealing your opponent's time. There's a very good chance that no one has ever explained this to your partner, and so they hit that return of serve and just kind of stand there, right? If they don't understand why coming forward is valuable, how do you expect them to do it? Another reason people sometimes stay back is because they're afraid of the lob. They think that they are covering the back of the court, and so by returning serve and staying back, they're sort of taking the lob out of play, or at least making it a lot easier to handle. At this point, they need to understand that the risk of being lobbed doesn't outweigh the advantages that you can have by coming forward to the net. Unless, of course, you're getting lobbed a lot and it's going very badly for you. Then maybe staying back makes a little bit more sense. So in this case, you need to encourage them to keep coming forward, to not worry about the lob so much, to think about the lob as an opportunity to smack a high ball. After all, that's why you're at the net, right? So you need to understand that they're doing something that they think is helpful, protecting against the lob. You just need to help them see the light. And the third reason people might stay back is because they are afraid of getting hit. Maybe they've been hit before. Maybe they had a close call. Often people stay back because they're scared that the ball might come too fast at them, that their volley skills aren't good enough. So sometimes there's a real fear factor here. This is going to be a tough one to overcome in a short period of time, because if they're scared about coming forward, if they're scared about getting hit, it's going to be tough to really improve their volley skills very quickly so that fear goes away. My point is, you can't help change someone's behavior if you don't understand why they're doing that behavior in the first place. So it's really important to ask your partner in a non-threatening, non-judgmental way. You say, hey, I've noticed that after you return the serve, you often stay back. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me what you're thinking about when you do that? And the way they answer that question will give you some insight. Maybe they are afraid about being hit. Maybe no one's explained to them why it's important to come forward. Or maybe they're worried about that pesky lob. But you can only help to answer the question if you ask it in the first place.